welcome to Craft Addict K. I'm Carla.
And I'm Sam.
And this is a channel about cross stitch. This is our floss tube number 36. It is May 2nd, 2021. If you stumbled upon us, we hope you will sit and enjoy what we have to show you. This is our April end of the month wrap up. And we have just gotten back from a weekend where we went camping, fishing. We're going to put some pictures of that on the end. We went to it was about 2 hours from us. It's up by Lake Erie, and we stayed at a rustic cabin.
Primitive.
Very primitive. Went fishing. Husband and I were fly fishing. I caught 4. He caught 1. But, you know, who's
nice
counting?
Suntan.
And yes, Samantha suntanned. So we are going to jump right into the whips. What we have today, we have an FFO. We have 3 finishes. 1 significant finish. It's my oldest whip. I finished in April. We're going to go through our whips. I have a stack. I'm looking here at my table. Samantha doesn't have a stack, but she's been a busy gal with school, so we're forgiving her until we hit summer. And we have some Stitchy kindness I'd like to share that came all the way from Australia. And I have a ton of haul, lots of haul. And then we'll talk about 12 days of Christmas that we will be doing the 12 days before Christmas. All right, so you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my little cheat sheet for my stitches, if I can remember. So I'm cheating this time. We did not FFO this week, but I did want to share an FFO from the past year. And this was Boo. And this I FFO'd myself, stitched it, and I basically just made it a nice little pillow. And it just sits on my shelf. So there you have it. Boo, and the pattern, I've already passed the stash on the pattern to a friend. So that is gone. And we'll set that up here. And I did cheat a little bit on that. We do have some that we need FFO. And this was an FFO weekend for Semi-Sane Stitchers. I believe they held an event and we were away camping, so we didn't get to participate in that.
And the words are backwards today because we're changing our setup.
Yeah. If the words come across backwards, we know that they're backwards. The reason why they're backwards is because in order to be able to get this video going, I don't have a good setup where I'm at. I'm transitioning in between, so we need a mirror behind our recorder in order to be able to see what you see, and we just could not set that up today with this kind of setup. So
bear with us.
So bear with us. It is intentional.
Till we get permanently moved to our room.
First finish, I will say, is our most recent one, and I have been calling this Come On Monday Witch. I don't know what it is. I think it's in Russian. I don't know. But it does give you like the colors. You can give a DMC. I used my own color palette. This was a pass the stash. It was passed to me. And I have word out to the original owner to ask her if she wants me to pass this along. If she does, I will probably put it into the Lucky Dip for the No New Starts group for somebody that may want to stitch that. I had a piece of, I think it's Jude Design fabric. It was just a piece. And this is how she turned out. Sorry, you can see my hoop. I originally started out with a hoop, and then I put it onto, believe it or not, a small Q-snap and managed to get it done. But there it is, my witch. And I did date initial down here.
Whoa,
right there. And I don't usually do that with my projects. So that is a finish for me. And my other finish, which by the way, that was a zombie run piece for the Daily 30 group. My other finish was also a zombie piece, which that means because I'm a human and I'm running from the zombies, I stitched 400 stitches. I selected 4 projects at the beginning of the year. As projects get finished, I can replace them. So this month it has these. Last month I had no finishes. This month I had 3 finishes. So because I didn't switch projects, I stayed with it. This is the Autumn ABC. I think
you already showed that one.
Did I show this one? I may have.
I remember you doing a little.
I may have. Oh, I finished the bottom. I don't think I had the bottom done. So this is the Autumn ABC by, I believe it's Little House Works, I believe. The pattern I already sent off again to a friend, so I don't have it anymore. I do not have the others in the series. I will be getting them, and my intention is to finish them all and put magnets behind them so I can switch them out with the seasons on the same board. So that is my plan, and I will get that going after no new starts. So that may be one of my 12 days of Christmas that I kit up if I get those in the interim. I don't have the other seasons yet. And then, are you ready for my big finish?
I'm ready.
Big finish. Big finish. I finally finished. I say finally. But this is Shores of Hawkrun Hollow. What? And this is an all DMC.
Here, I should hold it so you can get your face in there.
Do you have it? It's an all DMC. It is, I did make some color changes. I changed the phrase over here so that it's in memory of Carmen Garcia, which is my mother-in-law, who's anchored in heaven at rest, and she passed away May 21st, 2007. She's from Puerto Rico, and this pattern reminded me of that area because of all the water and everything. So I decided to turn it to a memorial piece. My husband is going to get it professionally framed. He wants to take it. We were going to take it to Hobby Lobby, and I didn't take it with me because I don't have it ironed yet. And I'm thinking about putting my initials here, like KP and then the year, like similar to what I did on the other project. The pattern came with a silver anchor, and I'm just not sure where I'd want to put that, if I want to put it at all. So I'm kind of those last minute decisions deciding. So here is, we'll come up close so you can see all the glory. This really, I didn't think was going to be a long project, and it turned out being much longer than I thought it would be. This is on 28 count. Picture this plus ale fabric, and I really like it. So there you go. She's a big one. So, all right. So those are my 3 finishes for the month, all 3 of which were zombie run pieces. I have since replaced that with 3 other projects. I replaced it with Coffee Quaker, which I did some stitches on over the weekend. I also replaced one of them with Hello Pumpkin, which is one of my older whips. I'm trying to get my whips done. I have 7 whips from 2019. And I'm trying to get those 7 done and not have them go to next year, but they're all fairly big. So I'm using them in my zombie pieces. And my 3rd one I am replacing with Sociable Scarecrow. So maybe I will have a potential to finish my Scarecrow before Gary from Sunshine Stitchers finishes his. So wish me luck. I hear you all rooting for me, but Sociable Scarecrow will get some stitches this month too. So I'm going to kind of put these up here out of the way. Alrighty.
No, you want to talk about this?
No, this is just my list of all these things.
Oh.
I did, for the year, on Autumn ABCs, I did 4,399 stitches on that. On Commandi Witch, in order to finish it this year, I did 1,428 stitches. And Shores of Hawkrun Hollow, for me to finish that this year, I did 8,314 stitches. So I can tell you that much anyways. There is, by putting Coffee Quaker and Sociable Scarecrow into my rotation for the zombie run, that cuts my other ones actually in Hello Pumpkin. It leaves me with 4 I haven't put in yet. So as we get those finished, we'll be replacing them with others. All right, what do you got?
Oh, we're going, okay. Hold up. I wasn't ready for this.
Samantha did some stitching while we were at this cabin.
I did stitches.
Can you get it out?
It's just a tight fit in this bag. Okay. I worked on the sewing machine again. What's it called? Sewing machine. That's what it's supposed to look like. Backwards, I guess. Flipped.
Yeah. It is flipped. Sorry, guys. It is going to be what it is.
I was working. I know I have at least like that much and over. I stitched these pink bits. Yeah.
Okay. And if she can find a picture from where she was the last time, she'll put that in. But I don't know if you'll find it.
Probably not. But there's that. I stitched this weekend.
All right.
Watch out.
Well,
I'm coming back.
I think you definitely will. I didn't bring all the whips that I worked on, so I'm just going to show in your mitten while you get your next one ready.
Too many projects.
So I worked on Randall Spangler's Sunday Delight, and this was a gift. There's a rack that was given to me, and it actually has become, it's a focus piece for me for the month of May, so I'll be doing a lot more stitches on this. But I wanted to show you where I was. I did 422 stitches on this month, and that's where I am at.
I still think you should work on that.
These little things here that are hanging that you see, these are called bobbies. I got them on Amazon. I think I got a pack of 30 of them, and so I do use them when I get a lot of threads, and I'm going to store it so it helps them not get knotted up. So. And I have some fabric stitched on the top because I use this to put it on my quantum frames so that it doesn't slide off, because I'm not good at putting it on and off the quantum frame. So that...
I still feel like you should work on that every Sunday.
Well, it's a focus for this month, but I'm out of end bars for my quantum frames. I ordered some more.
Okay.
So that's a focus. I want to leave that out. So, all right, what you got?
I worked on my advice from a caterpillar. I did almost 450 stitches, probably around. I didn't really count them. I just kind of guesstimated with the blocks. I did that little, like, that section. Yeah. You can't really tell because it's like treasure braid and the very lightest cream you can imagine. But it's there.
It's there.
Yeah.
All right. I worked on Wolf Countess. I did 509 stitches on her. I can't remember what the prompt was. I got a knotted mess here though, but there she is now. If Samantha can find a picture of where I started at, she can insert it here. But I'm getting her face. You can see her eye coming to play there. And the pillar in the background. It's only going to be about 12 inches long when it's all said and done. It's not very big at all. And if I just would sit and stitch on it, I could get it done fairly quickly, but I don't know. It just is one of those projects I don't pull out that often. So that's Wolf Countess.
It's all you.
Oh, okay.
I only had 2 whips.
So I replaced my Zombie Run piece, one of my finishes, with Coffee Quaker. So I'm going to go ahead. This is the only project I took with me to the cabin. Oh, I still have my pattern stuck to it. So,
and she barely worked on it previously.
Well, while I was at the cabin, I finished all of this emblem. I finished all of this emblem, and I finished the inside bits here. So I don't have a lot done. There are some words underneath here. You can kind of see. It's first I drink and then I do the things. So I got a thread on that needle because I didn't want to lose that needle at camp. So you will see more of this over the coming month, because it's a zombie piece for me. So that means 400 stitches when I bring it out. I need to do 45 more stitches today, and then I will have my first miles in my zombie run for the month of May. So I may do that now, or I may do that later. This is on a colored linen by Regency Peach. This is the linen card it came with. It is an 18 by 18, 28 count even weave. It's not my favorite fabric to work with, but I think it must have been a relatively inexpensive pattern to work with. It's kind of got some grays in it. So it's got some peach and gray. I don't know if you can see it or not, but
gives me an old barn feeling.
Yeah. It's it feels thick to me. I don't know. The fabric feels thick. So that needs to stay out because that's going to get some more attention. I also worked on for the month of April, and we had a whip riff off where you had to do 200 stitches on so many whips. And tie them in together. Some of them I only did 200 stitches, so I didn't even put them in my roundup because I didn't think it was enough to really show any difference. But Alligator Girl, I put 1,880 stitches in on her.
It looks so
And this is where I'm at. I do 25 count easy grid fabric. I do 1 thread and I do full crosses. So it's 1/1. And I really like it.
Looks so pixely and like crazy whenever you like get up close to it.
Yeah, when you look close, but look, when you look back here.
Wow.
But yeah, 1 cross at a time. I always tell people, and if you want to see the back, that's my back.
Wow, way to show off.
Well, no, I'm not showing off, but a lot of people ask, especially full coverage, like, are you carrying a lot of threads? I don't. I do the stair-step method, and I don't bury my threads the normal way. I talked about it in my Stitch With Me video, how I do that. So feel free to check that out. I'm always open to answer questions if I can. I'm going to give this to you to put back in that bag.
Got it.
So that was Alligator Girl. And then while I was at it, I did a restart of Trick or Treat. And you wouldn't believe it, but this is 783 stitches. Is it
783?
I don't know if this is 783 or if I had it between this and my restart. No, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it probably is. Let me get this flipped around.
This is a tight
But
squeeze.
there you go. I like to get that up close because otherwise it just looks black. And if you can see it up close, you can see there are leaves in there. There is a sky in there. And that's where I'm at. Not a whole lot to talk about with that one. Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm still fighting this thing.
That's okay. The other one that I did a lot on this month was Museum Shelf, which was a rack that was, and rack means random act of kindness. This came to me from my friend Laurel, and I really have been having fun with it, and I want it to get called on my Whip Go board, but it has not been called yet on my Whip Go board, so it doesn't get as much attention as I wish it would. But here you have the Museum Shelf. I am starting in the upper right for me, I believe, and
Upper left.
is it upper left?
That's
When you look at the project, it's the corner that's up here. So it is, how many did I put in on this? Museum Shelf, 609 stitches I put in on the Museum Shelf. But Kim Hollenback is working on this if you follow her. And she is in the bottom where the dinosaurs were. She's made it across to where there is stairs. And she did not put the frame on hers. I did, because I think I'm going to put it on stretcher bars of some sort when it's done 20 years from now. So, Museum Shelf. I really like working on this one.
I really like the frame of it.
Yeah, the frames, and I'm about to get to the guy that's throwing the disc, and you know, I just like it. It's, if I'm in a confetti mood, this is a really good one to be in confetti mood with. I worked on Magic Study.
Is that Magic Study?
That's Magic Study. And I don't have the total stitches I did on this, but I know it was my focus piece for the month, so I probably did close to 3,000, if not more.
That's a really pretty ground card.
Yep, it is from Garon Stitchery. So there is my Magic Study, and it was a limited edition. I understand that they only offer the material pack now from Heaven and Earth Designs. They don't offer the pattern anymore. It was a limited edition. I didn't purchase it the first time around, and then it got released the second time, and I thought that this was open for everybody, that they could still purchase it, and I found out after my Stitch With Me, it is not available for people to purchase any longer. Only the material pack is out for sale at Heaven and Earth Designs. So, and if you watch Stitch With Me, this is the one I was stitching on. So, I'll find another one that people can still purchase if they want to for the next Stitch With Me's that I do. Which, by the way, I was nervous, but I had a lot of good feedback from my Stitch With Me. So I do plan on sprinkling those in between maybe a mid-month, that we get these end of the month wrap-ups with Samantha, and you might get a Stitch With Me in the middle of the month with me. I'm ready to get moved into a bigger craft room. My other zombie run piece has been Hazel the Giraffe. This is a quick stitch.
Oh, look at that.
I really like how she's turning out.
You're getting that done
I
fast.
have made it to the other side of the piece, and this I just been kind of working down to even up again, and then I'll come over here and work down some more. But
I'm working on that fast.
yep, this is Hazel the giraffe. 400 stitches is a mile, so I did a lot of miles on her. Let me see. How many did I do on her this last month? I have a paper I printed out with all of my whips. I've been trying to track them each month. I did 3,524 miles on her this past month.
Miles or stitches?
Stitches, sorry. Stitches. And the total for the year has been 5,962 for Hazel, if you care. Some people are stitch counters. My pattern keeper is my stitch counter. But I do like full coverage pieces, and this is a really fun piece to stitch on. So, and if you want to see the back on her, because she's got more confetti, there's her back. So, I talked about how I do my threads and why I got little tails over here when I did the stitch with me, and it's not easy to show backs when my camera setup. I couldn't flip my projects over to show anything, so that's why I'm showing it. Okay, I don't normally show my backs because I don't care what my backs look like. No. It's just happenstance.
You used to.
Well, I used to, but that's a lot of wasted effort for me. All right, the next and final whip.
Hello, Pumpkin?
No, this would be Stargazer. I did 3,326 stitches on Stargazer, and so far for the year, I've done 9,596. Stargazer is my 21,000 stitches in 21. So you will see definitely a lot more. Maybe that will be my Stitch With Me piece the next time. It was a limited release, so maybe not. It was a limited edition from Heaven and Earth Designs.
Ooh.
So
wow.
This is where I'm at. I'm really liking how it's turning out. Can we take it up any closer? There we go. You can see Stargazer and the cat, and there's another emblem here, but you can see we're starting to get into the constellations, and this is really stitched up really nicely. It's a good mix between confetti and fill-in, so I've really enjoyed stitching on it. And my husband says that he will frame this one and the one that has his mother's name on it, because those are his favorites, and he is anxious for me to finish them. So anytime that I stitch anything else, he keeps saying, well, where's the tent thing at? Where's the tent thing at? Where's the camper guy? That's what I want, the camper guy. So I've already completed my whip go goal for this. So when I work on it, mainly the focus is the 21,021, or, you know, a book challenge, which I have completed 2 bookshelf challenges and full coverage fanatics that I use Stargazer for to get those done. So I'm trying to use the full coverage fanatic bookshelf to mirror what gets called on the whip go board, because my whip go board is all full coverage, and my goal originally was to do page finishes on each one, and I've gotten 5 of them done. 5 of my whip go slots done, so I don't think that's too bad.
So you also thought about doing them by percentages.
Yeah, I was thinking next year, I think I'm going to set my goals instead of by page. I think I'm going to set my goals by percentages. Okay. Those are all my whips. Are those all your whips?
Yeah.
Those are all the whips. So we did a giveaway in our last video. So this will be a good place to put the giveaway announcement in. So we are going to show our giveaway video we recorded and drew directly before this video. So Samantha, put it in right here. Yeah. Okay, everyone, this is where we're going to do our drawing for our 2 thread winders. Samantha's already loaded up our last video. We are sorting just so we don't have any duplicates, and we had no special words, so let's see. Let's do a random pick with our random comment generator. Samantha, go ahead.
Oh. Sorry, it's been a while.
We have 22 unique comments, and it's Anne, and she says, I hope to join your stitch with you on oh my goodness, I can't read between 2 cameras. I will be out of town in April for a little bit. I will miss April Stitch With Me. I like the floss winders. What do you have to look forward to when you retire? Is there anything you want to go or do? What college will you be going to? Samantha, happy graduation. So, Anne, I will answer all those questions. Samantha is going to be going to local community college. She was accepted to 3, and she took the cheapest route, which I'm very impressed with her. So she will be going to our local community college to do her prerequisites, and then off for accounting, because that's what she wants to do. And we'll talk about the other things in my next Stitch With Me. Those are great questions. Okay, and our next one. Martha Dewald, congratulations. Martha, nice to see you all again. Love lemon bars. Boy, you wouldn't have liked Samantha's lemon bars, but we will put our email address below. Martha and Ann, if you could please send me your mailing address and I will get these out in the mail to you lickety-split. Thanks everyone for entering, and we'll talk about our next giveaway when we return. Bye. Congratulations to our winners. Be sure to email us, craftaddictk@gmail.com. We will also put it in the comments below so that you can, or in the little drop down description box, so that you can email us your mailing address and we will get these shipped out to you in the mail, lickety-split. Here's 1 and 2. So there's 1 here for each of you. These are thread winders. We talked about them in our last month's wrap up when we started the giveaway. We have another giveaway we are going to be doing for our May giveaway. So if you are interested, then I would highly encourage you to leave the word peacock in your comments to this video. We will do our drawing at our May wrap up. So this will be for this kit. It is a Design Works kit. It comes with thread, comes with Ada fabric. I'm sure there's probably a needle in there, but I will ship this to you anywhere in the world. So if you were interested and you would like to stitch this, please put the word peacock below in your comment. Be a subscriber, because you know that's only fair and only right. Be 18 or older so that I can legally take your address to ship it to. And don't use the word giveaway in your comment, because that flags for various reasons and makes it ugly. So we get rid of, if we see giveaway in your comment, we'll delete your comment. So don't use giveaway in your comment. You know, the standard rules apply to any giveaway. So if you're interested and you'd like this, I'd be happy to send it your way. So there's that. There's that. So let's go into, I have haul and I have Stitchy Kindness. What do you want to do? Stitchy Kindness?
Sure.
All right, Stitchy Kindness. My friend from Australia, Lisa Lane from Paddock Lane Designs, has sent me, she was showing something in virtual. It's a Little House Needleworks, which is a stitching group. And it was a little house chart that she had finished. And I said, oh, if you decide to pass that, would you please pass it to me? And she did. And I am so excited. This is going to be one of my 12 Days of Christmas starts. I am going to be kitting this up over the next couple of months and getting it put into its bag for the 12 Days of Christmas start. And I'm really excited. So Little House Needleworks. This is Little House chart number 58. So very pretty. And it has DMC, and it's not a lot. I mean, it's not a lot. I stitch Hades. It's not a lot. So also in her package, and I'm just going to, Australian candy. Things called mini chicken crimpies. I don't know, shapes, pizza, violet crumble. Violet crumble. It's what matters, it says. It shatters. That's what matters. I mean, she told me, she said, I sat there and just kept putting candies in until I went overweight, and then I had to stop. Like there's little chocolate frog Freddo milky top chocolates. And she asked if there was anything I wanted to try. Caramella koala. I'm so excited. I love caramel. You can't go wrong with caramel. So she sent some of those. Some Lifesavers. I know, it's backwards for you. But it's yummy for me. Strawberry Freddos.
That'll be good.
So, there's a couple more in there. Barbecue Shapes Originals. Oven baked, not fried. I don't know. I've never heard of these, so I'm going to try them. It kind of seems like a little like a little cracker chip, but I'm going to try them. I'm so excited. I've had to hide all this, or it wouldn't have been here. Also in that, she included I am so sorry. She included this beautiful fabric. She ties her own fabric. It's Paddock Lane Designs. Look her up. She is from New South Wales in Australia. Isn't this pretty? I mean,
this little section right here.
Look at that. I just think it's so pretty. I don't know what I'm going to put on this yet, but I want to put something really pretty on it. So yeah, so there's this. It just looks like flowers to me when I look up there, like they're flowers. I don't know. You ever do that psychological test where they hold up the cards and you got to figure out what it is or something? I see flowers. I see blood splatters. I see a butterfly. You know. This is, okay. This is 32 count even weave ocean glass. Oh, here's her card too. Paddock Lane Designs. There's her contact information. I'll hold it up there. We'll snap a picture and put it in the end. But this is a 32 count ocean glass. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, it is really pretty. I'm going to stitch something on this. I've got some ideas. So thank you, Lisa, so much. You didn't have to throw those in. Oh, you need this out so you can take a picture. I appreciate it so much. Make sure that gets back with the fabric so I know what size it is. I appreciate it so very much. It was a long trip to come all the way from Australia. I was going to send Lisa some CXC floss, and oh my gosh, I'd gone to the post office 3 times. The shipping over there was ridiculous. It went from $80 one day to $116 the next day, and the post lady said, well, it will change day to day. I'm assuming that's because of the value of the dollar. I don't know, but I haven't given up. I'm still going to figure out a way to get it over there to her. You have some Stitchy kindness.
Yeah, we both do, didn't we?
No, that was Stitchy kindness to you.
Yeah, well, you got one too.
I did, but I got that for me. That's my haul. It's not my Stitchy kindness. Samantha got a scissor fob.
I did.
And that is from Fobulous, Jennifer Upton. She has a Facebook group called Just Fobulous. I also got a couple of others.
Keeps flipping around in my hands.
I got a couple of other fobs of hers because I was trying to think of holidays, and I had Christmas on mine. So there's, yeah. There would be a witch.
Cute.
And I got, sorry, I put these back. I opened them already, but I put them back so I could show everybody. This is Wuthering Heights.
Ooh, that's a book.
And it is a book. It is a book. You can see there's a book, Wuthering Heights, on here. And it's blues. And I really like her. She uses the, I can't say the name of those crystals, but they're crystals. And she puts them in such a way that it's not, you're not going to lose. I've had fobs break. I'm very hard on my fobs. I've had hers on my scissors since Christmas that I purchased that were peppermint. And oh, they're nice. They're a nice counterbalance. I also have the same one that Samantha has. I bought her last 2 of those. She may get more in to be able to make some additional ones. If you're not in her Facebook group, you should join her Facebook group. And this one is just buttons, and it's just fall colors, and I liked it, so I got it. So there you have it. So that is Just Fobulous. If you, like I said, look her up in Facebook. She has a group. She'll let you in, I'm sure, and that's where she does, I think, predominantly her sales. She does earrings and other jewelry stuff. I may do a fob in the upcoming videos as a giveaway, but I didn't get one for you yet. I also got my fabric of the month from Fortnite Fabrics. Sorry, it's crinkly. I have 36 count linen is what I purchased because I have not had that much of that size. And this is the gray club, and it's so vain. And that's pretty accurate to color right there. So Sylvain. And they just announced their spring 2021 line. And oh my gosh, the colors are beautiful. But they're very light toned. All right, Samantha, I'll give that to you. This is called Thelma and Louise because I got the Dynamic Duo as also in 36 count. So you can see it's got some pinks, some purples, and that's Dynamic Duo. They have quite a few. Check them out, Fortnite Fabrics. I'd show them, look, Fortnite Fabrics. Check them out. I also went shopping because that's what I do apparently, and I purchased from, I think it was from where did I get this from? FirePoppies. I believe it was from FirePoppies. I ordered a couple of 11 by 17 Q snaps. I did not bring them all in here, but I ordered I think 3 or 4 of them because I don't like switching between Q snaps. I switch projects too much. I don't like switching between Q snaps. I like to leave them on it, loosen up the tension, and just leave them in their bags. But I will if I have to. I do. So I have that, and because I have that, I had to get an 11 by 17 grime guard from Garon. So because I couldn't decide which kind I wanted, I got this one, which is an 11 by 17. Sorry, I am sorry for the crinkles. Sorry, but not sorry. Why? It's an unboxing. This is the 11 by 17 I got with the words on it. You can see, and they usually have, yep, there it is. They have the Garon tag, and they have the size on it, which is super important
and helpful.
So when I put this Q snap together, I will put this on it because I like to pair up my Q snaps with my grime guards. Why have my grime guards in a separate area if I keep my Q snaps together? Which you can kind of see back here on my wall.
And there.
These are my scroll rod slings. I kind of have them hanging here. And then over here I have my command strip, and it's just like a purse hanger. But I put some up here in the wall, and then I realized I'm moving out of this room, so I stopped doing that because I was going to have a whole wall of Q snaps with their grime guards on them. But I had to stop doing that because once my middle daughter moves and deploys to Egypt, I'm taking that room. We laugh about it in virtual Stitchers and in Zoom, but I'm telling you, I'm taking that room. Another thing that Grime Guard started that I had noticed that they had done before is they have a wide version of the 11 by 17. So it's actually 11 by 17 by 6. So this is really for, and it says 11 by 17, but this is for your
big projects.
Big projects, your HAID people that use Q snaps to put in and kind of help you control that extra fabric. This gives you 6 inches of control. And he wasn't making those before, so I was really excited to see that he was making those now. So I'm anxious to use this on some of my projects. So I got the birds, because birds. And this is 11 by 17 by 6 inches. So nice, nice, nice too. All right, the other thing while I was shopping, because, you know, it's what I do, I also got a project that is going to be a new start for me, and it's called 3 Things Sampler. This is it. This is traditional sampler chart. You can see what it says. You probably can't read it since it's backwards, but it's called 3 Things Sampler. And there's some people already stitching this in some of the stitching groups I'm in, and I just love how it's coming. This picture does not do it justice. So I really love how it's turning out. So I got talked into making this also one of my December starts. So this will be in for my New Year new starts. It is 263 wide, 359 stitches tall. It does not have a lot of colors either. 4, 8, 12, 16, 17 colors. That's not bad. It's a big chart. And on it, it says 3 things there are that will never come back. The arrow shot forth on its destined track, the appointed hour that could not wait, and the helpful word that was spoken too late. I really thought that I like the sentiment. I like the design. If you're getting glare, I apologize. But crinkle again, because I'm going to take it out so you don't have the glare.
Wow.
And the pattern on it is clear. Clear. That's all I'm going to show you. You can see that's clear. But yeah, I'm really excited to stitch that. Okay. And I'm not much of a sampler girl, but I can tell you the ones I have left to finish this year, some of them are kind of sampler-esque. I'll say sampler-esque. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to stitching this with everybody else. Okay, so there's that. I'm not there yet. I'm getting there. I got a lot in here. I forgot some. You know, when you're a month is a long time. I don't know what I got these flosses for.
But
something.
She has now.
I have these flosses for something. They're the new flosses. I don't know what I got them for. There's some project that needed them. And I won't find them again when I need them. I got the Just Cross Stitch magazine. This comes to me automatically. I did like some of the designs in it this month. I'm not much for back stitching and I shy away. We went to, when we were at Erie, we went to the Barnes & Noble store yesterday. I saw a lot of magazines that have really nice designs, but they have a lot of back stitch. And I'll pass up for back stitch. I mean, I really gotta love it to get a back stitch chart. So, recently, as you know, Gayer on Stitchery had their bag sale. And I was one of those ones that was trying to get that gnome, the 4-second sellout of the gnome, and did not get the gnome. It was in my cart, and when I hit checkout, it was no longer there. So that's how quick that puppy went. But I did get a Pennsylvania bag. Since I am from Pennsylvania, I like the bag. And it says Pennsylvania on the inside, all the different sites. And so I did get this bag out of the sale.
Nice.
It's not the gnomes I was looking for. I do like gnomes, but this is reminiscent of, you know, Groundhog Field, my Amish. I say my Amish. There's the cabin. I'm sure there's a Liberty Bell.
Potato chips or something?
Yep. Yeah, and there's chocolate for Hershey's and Punxsutawney Phil, and you know, just a lot of different. See, he has a lot of state bags. So if you're interested and you want to represent your state, or if you're doing a piece that travels, hey, put it in your traveling bag. Okay. The last piece of haul, I think, as I'm looking around here, is my friend Vicki from StitchNButton. I've ordered from her before. Vicki, I don't know where you get these bags, but they're never the same thing twice, and they're so stinking cute. Every time I get a shipment from Vicki, I'm excited about the bag. Plus, look at the little flamingo. Okay, that's just me. I had opened this already, but I sealed it back up. So part of the problem that I have,
Besides
and why
the shopping issue.
I haven't started stitching up. Where did that envelope go that was here?
Oh, it's right there.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I talked about the days, 12 days of Christmas, and my plan, because since I'm in no new starts, my plan was to do a start each day, the 12 days before Christmas, because the no new starts group ends December 13th. So I got 12 of these bags. These are padded envelopes. I just got 12 from a Dollar Tree. I think it were probably, I don't know what it was. Anyhow, so my intention was to start kitting up my projects that I want to stitch, because my list is growing and I want to cut it to the 12 and I want them put away so that whenever it comes time for the Christmas starts, I will know, oh, there it is. There's my Christmas start. So my intention is to take a project like this, put it in the envelope here, like so. Make my my working copy in here, because I keep my patterns in someplace where they'll stay nice in an accordion folder. And I needed something to be able to put the floss together. So as I started to think about that, I forgot some things that I didn't show. I asked my friend Vicki if she could make me some thread drops, because I like using thread drops. And that way I can start putting flosses together that goes with that project, with the fabric, in the bag, seal it up, we're ready to go. So that's exactly what she did. She made me some thread drops, and I'm just going to point out to you some nice things that she does. The big hole, this is for your ring, and she has a diamond here for your leftover little piece you can put into that diamond. And she has all different kinds. This is Vicki with StitchNButton. We will put her link below. Samantha will type her name across here as well, since we're filming backwards. StitchNButton. She also has needle minders. So I said, throw in one of those needle minders. So she made me pick off her board. And so I gave her a choice of 2 and said, pick one of the 2. And her lovely self did just that. She picked this one. This was one of the 2 that I wanted. It's Tom and Jerry. How cute is that?
Well, it's just Tom.
Tom. She has an Etsy shop called StitchNButton. I don't know that she uses her Etsy. I've never looked at her Etsy shop. I'll have to look at that. But she is known on Instagram as StitchNButton Crafts, and Facebook she is StitchNButton. She has a group that you can purchase. She does thread drops. She does zipper pulls. She does homemade bags with needle minders, all kinds of stuff. She's very crafty. But I did get a whole bunch, some plain, some with, and she offered to send me labels for them, but I told her no, I had labels here. I didn't need her to, told her to save it for somebody else that could use them. So
oh, we didn't bring the cup.
I know. Next time. So I did get a bunch. She put them on little rubber bands for me. She normally has them with the rings. I asked her to please not send me the rings because, and I didn't bring them in here with me. I got onto Amazon and I got they're flexible rings, and they screw together like a rubber band, like they're flexible. And you can screw them together and make them as big of a hoop as you want. And a lot of stitchers use them. I got a pack of them from Amazon. I think 30 of them I got. So I said I can use those. Save the rings. So I have lots of floss drops to use. So now I can start kitting up. My goodness. It's been a long weekend. Do I look tired as I feel? But
I do.
I know, we're both like, hurry up, get home, unpack. Okay, we need to do this video. Let's go get a shower. Then we need to do the video. Make sure we do the video. And meanwhile, our brains are probably 3 miles back there, still kind of putzing around on the road. Anyway, I told her not to send me labels because I don't have a problem. I've got labels. I can write on these as well with pencil. I'm okay with that. But I'm going to start using these with the rings so I can start kitting them up and putting the floss with the project into the bags and start my 12 days of Christmas. Again, hopefully you'll want to join in if you want. I know that's a busy time for some people, and for other people it's a time that they don't have a lot of family or friends, so it's a good time to start something new. And after a year of no new starts, I'm thinking I'm going to be feeling it because there have been days that I have really felt the need that I wanted to start something. So those have become kind of top of the echelon to go ahead and kit them up and put them away so that I'll have them later. She also sent me a Be Kind, and it is a decal, and she gave me directions on how to do that. So I'm going to find where I want to put that at. I haven't figured out where I want to put it yet. I'm looking around. Is there anything else?
Not that I know of.
Nothing that you know of? All right. Well, we're going to insert pictures at the end of this. I'm going to eat chocolate. You can have one too. So, grab your Froggy. See what Froggy did you get. We're going to share the frogs with you. What a thing to send a stitcher, by the way, Lisa. Send us the frogs. So we're going to tell you, stitch what you want to stitch.
Start where you want to start.
Isn't she exciting?
And stitch what you want to stitch.
Oh, did I say it backwards?
You said it backwards.
I never get it right. Okay, start what you want to start. I got some sun. Look I am burnt. Sorry, sorry, that was a squirrel out of nowhere. It's like Gary and his blue eyes. Gary, look, I got blue eyes too. Okay, start what you want to start.
Stitch what you want to stitch.
Have fun, everybody. Bye.
Bye.